Hey everyone, this is Will from Will Talks Disney. If you don't know me, I love talking about Disney. So I just wanted to give you an update. It's 10:45 on Thursday, May 28th. Disney announced yesterday that they had proposed their plans to move forward with trying to or propose to open the parks, Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom on July 11th, along with Epcot and Hollywood Studios on July 15th. They didn't really get into, okay, how is it going to work? They talked about a advanced ticketing reservation that everyone to have, but they didn't really give details. So not sneakily, at around 9 o'clock tonight, they released an update, which I'm going to go through and kind of give some opinions on, and then would love to hear some feedback on it. So, again, I hear this by all the YouTube people. I don't know if it actually works. Smash that like button, Disneyfy that like button, and spread it. I don't know. Let's see what happens. So, an update on Walt Disney World reservations. Here's right from their website. So, on new ticket sales and hotel reservations, at this time, we are temporarily pausing new ticket sales and Disney Resort hotel reservations so we can focus on guests with existing tickets and reservations. Existing ticket holders and annual pass holders will be able to make a theme park reservation before new tickets are sold. We'll be reaching out to these guests soon to provide additional details. We will resume new sales of tickets and Disney Resort hotels after that period of time. Theme park reservations will be limited due to attendance limitations and will be subject to availability. Wow. So, if you don't have existing tickets, if you don't have an existing hotel, at least in the near term, I don't know if anyone's getting anything. So I feel really bad for my folks that are down in Florida. I know being here in Buffalo, being cooped up in the house for the last 2 months, has been hard. We've just been looking to even go to a hotel somewhere just to get away, just even if it's like a little staycation or something, just to get away, get to some dining, jump in a pool. I don't know. So yeah, but basically it's not saying everyone's guaranteed. It's not really clear on how the reservation system is going to work. It's going to work through the disneyworld.com website, probably My Disney Experience on the app. But it doesn't say how much, what percentage. If we're looking at what Shanghai did, it was around 15%, escalating up 5% week by week as they had gone on. But it doesn't say who's going to get the tickets and how many. And say right now, summer wasn't the busiest time, but still, if they're only allowing 15 to 20% per day, and that's just me picking a number that was close to what Shanghai was, but they had 40% capacity in the summer, which is probably low. I mean, thinking 60, 70% capacity. What does that mean for the difference when you have all those folks that are staying on property, but like a third of the percentage can get in, plus you have annual pass holders? So how is that going to work? We need more clarity on that, Disney. This one I think is maybe not the biggest one, because if you don't have even if you have a ticket right now, I don't think it's guaranteed. You still have to go through the reservation system. So that's number one. But what are the parks going to look like once you're in the parks? So dining experiences, and this is right from Disney on Disney Parks blog. In order to foster physical distancing during this time, upon reopening, our offerings, restaurants, and other experiences, such as behind-the-scenes tours, will be limited in capacity, and other experiences may remain closed. As a result of this limited capacity, we have made the difficult decision to cancel all existing dining reservations and experience bookings, including Disney dining plans included in packages throughout the end of the year. We will reopen dining and experience bookings with more limited numbers closer to when the parks reopen. We will also shift from a 180-day booking window to a 60-day booking window for dining and experience bookings going forward to allow guests to make their plans closer to their visits. Wow. Now I've had about 15 minutes to go over this in my head. I don't like it. We had a trip planned for September with a dining plan that we had gotten from a bounce back offer. So we paid full rack rate at Yacht Club. but we had the dining plan free, but it was included. So I don't know what that means. Are we going to get money off our trip, or how does that work? There's not really too much clarity on what's going to happen. Just that our dining plan is canceled. But it does make sense. Say restaurants are only at 25%. You have to cancel everything. Because again, and this is what's similar to the theme parks and also the tickets. They have existing reservations that are on their books right now for their dining. So by canceling it out, and just say you take one of the restaurants in Italy, via Napoli, great pizza. If you had 100% booked on some dinner reservations, but only 25% can get in, how do they choose? How does that happen? I guess it really is going to come down to, do you have a park reservation for that day? Yes. Where do you want to eat? That's open. There's not really clear. I know before you could just book park reservations because if you had an annual pass, if you're a local, and obviously you want to get dining reservations, you don't need a hotel stay. But to book restaurants, because the capacity is going to be so limited, are you going to need an advance booking reservation just to book dining? So there's not really too much clarity on how that works. Again, this is the first hour that they've released it, so there will probably be a lot more clarity moving forward. And finally, with FastPass Plus and Extra Magic Hours, again, this is coming from the Disney website. As a result of the COVID-19 impact, the FastPass Plus system will be suspended for the time being as we plan to use additional queue space to manage capacity at our attractions and maintain physical distancing. We will automatically cancel existing FastPass Plus selections and share any future updates on the service at a later date. Also, please note that upon reopening, Extra Magic Hours will be temporarily suspended. So I think this one is probably the least interesting, least shocking out of all of them. Not that they're shocking and we all knew the parks were going to change, but this one makes the most sense with physical distancing, and unless they're going to go to some sort of kind of virtual queue that Universal has, this one makes sense. So they're needing more space, so now they're gonna have two queues to use. There's probably gonna be, limited things like that, and also Extra Magic Hours being canceled makes sense. Park hours themselves are probably gonna be canceled, just with the amount of cleaning that has to go on overnight and everything. So there you have it, folks. We at least have a little bit more clarity, but always with clarity, there's always more questions that need to be answered. So again, if we run down the list, just high level, so no new ticket or hotel reservations at this time. There's no clarity on with what is booked now, who gets into the parks. All dining and dining plan reservations are canceled, even if they were part of a package. And also the booking window is moving from 180 days down to 60 days. No clarity on how that's going to work, who gets to book when, do you need a reservation or things like that. And finally, the last thing, FastPass Plus, they're all canceled. They're going to need extra space in the queues for the physical distancing. And also Extra Magic Hours are canceled as well. So a decent amount of changes going on with Disney. We all knew Disney was going to change. We heard yesterday, just from some of the safety guidelines, face masks, limited capacity inside the parks, inside the restaurants, inside the gift shops, maintaining that physical distance where cast members can't do that. There's going to be actual physical barriers. So yeah, I think at a minimum through the end of the year, Disney is going to be a much different place. Crowds are going to be dramatically, and when I say dramatic, I mean really dramatically dropped. If it's close to what Shanghai was, we're going to see numbers in the 15-20% range, probably at a best for capacity. And then there's also going to be no character meet and greets, no water things, no playgrounds, nothing like that. And then also no parades, no fireworks. So let me know, is this Disney and the way it looks moving forward, when it opens up and for the foreseeable future, is that something that is interesting for your family and you to go, Again, not again, but my family, we have two young girls, a 1 and a 3-year-old. Some of our favorite things were obviously the parades, the fireworks, and the character meet and greets. So not having those is a really big change for what we were used to going to the parks. So again, we were supposed to go in September. We had the dining plan. We had a lot of good restaurants that we were really excited for. Now that that's canceled, we'll see what happens when we start getting official communication from Disney on specific reservations, and I'll update you to what they're saying. I don't know if they're going to work in a sequential order as far as time, so maybe they'll reach out to us in a couple weeks. But yeah, huge changes coming to the Disney parks right now, and it'll be interesting to see what happens. I mean, I don't know. Things are crazy, but we at least have dates. We know the parks are opening, but it is going to be really different. So if you like this content, if you find any value, Disneyfy that like button, subscribe, turn the bell notifications. I don't know. YouTubers tell me if I'm doing this right. Would love to talk to you guys more about this stuff. So we'll catch you later, and we'll see you soon. See ya.